A glance on the story of Talut, Saul, and the prophet of Bani Israel. Historical context. After the death of Prophet Musa, Moses, and Prophet Harun, Aaron, the children of Israel faced a period of spiritual and political decline. They suffered oppression from their enemies and lost the Ark of the Covenant, Talut, a sacred chest symbolizing divine presence and reassurance. In their desperation, they turned to one of their prophets, believed to be Samuel in Judeo-Christian traditions, for guidance. Request for a king. The children of Israel asked their prophet to appoint a king who could lead them in battle against their oppressors. They pledged to fight in Allah's cause under his leadership. However, the prophet questioned their sincerity, warning them that they might abandon their commitment when fighting was ordained. Despite their assurances, many of them later failed to fulfill their promise. Talut's appointment. The prophet informed them that Allah had chosen Talut, Saul, as their king. However, the people objected to this decision, arguing that they were more deserving of kingship due to their lineage and wealth. Talut was a humble man without significant material wealth, but Allah had chosen him for his knowledge, physical strength, and suitability to lead. The prophet emphasized that kingship and authority are granted by Allah based on divine wisdom, not worldly criteria. As a sign of Talut's legitimacy, the Ark of the Covenant was miraculously returned to the children of Israel, carried by angels. Talut's army and the test of the river. Talut assembled an army to face their enemy, but he wanted to ensure that only the faithful and disciplined would fight alongside him. He informed his soldiers that Allah would test them with a river. They were instructed not to drink from it, except for a small sip from their hands. Most of the soldiers failed this test, drinking excessively, and were thus excluded from the battle. Only a small, faithful group remained with Talut. Confrontation with Jalut, Goliath. Talut's small army faced the massive forces of Jalut, Goliath, a powerful and oppressive leader. Despite being outnumbered, the faithful soldiers prayed to Allah for patience, steadfastness, and victory. Among Talut's army was David, a young but courageous believer. During the battle, Daud confronted and killed Jalut with Allah's help. This act marked the beginning of Daud's rise as a leader. Allah later granted him kingship and wisdom, making him a prophet and a ruler. Key lessons from the story. 1. Divine leadership. Leadership is a divine responsibility granted by Allah to those who possess the necessary qualities, such as knowledge, strength, and piety. It is not based on wealth or lineage. 2. Faith and patience. True believers are tested in their faith and resolve. Success comes through patience, discipline, and trust in Allah's guidance. 3. Tests of obedience. The test of the river symbolizes the trials believers face to prove their sincerity and commitment. 4. Victory through Allah's support. Despite material disadvantages, Allah grants victory to the faithful who rely on Him and strive in His cause. 5. Role of prophets and righteous leaders. Prophets and divinely chosen leaders play a crucial role in guiding communities toward justice and righteousness.